America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roy and Robert Lashley, and they attacked a black shopper at a Family Dollar down in Florida. You know it, the good old Florida. It's always Florida, isn't it? Man committed hate crime against a black shopper outside of Family Dollar, told deputies, listen to what he told the deputies. If we don't do anything about them, they will take over the world. Well, you came to this party late, buddy. Your time is done. And I think on a spiritual level, many of you know it. You know you don't have that much time left. Nobody promised white people an everlasting rulership. Okay? This is why you can look all throughout history and not one single group has stayed at the top the entire time. Well, it's not going to happen for you either. You're on a steady decline, and it is very obvious. Things have changed dramatically from 2019 until where we are right now. Where we are is going to continue to change rapidly, just like we have been seeing. And it doesn't matter which one of us you attack, it doesn't matter which one you kill, because prophecy is going to be fulfilled no matter what you do. Your time is up. Your rulership, 400 years, we're beyond that now. So it is nothing but changes that you can't do a thing about. All y'all can do is stand around talking about some rapture that's never going to happen. But that's on you. So, a 55-year-old Florida man pled guilty on Monday to committing a federal hate crime against a black shopper outside a Family Dollar store in November 2021. Roy Lamar Lashley admittedly joined with his brother, Robert Dwayne Lashley, 52, with an axe handle attack and beating a victim identified as DB. According to the Department of Justice, Roy Lashley admitted to a violation of the Hate Crimes Prevention Act. So, whoever, whether or not acting under the color of law, willfully causes bodily injury to any person or through the use of fire, a firearm, a dangerous weapon, or an explosive. Mm-mm-mm. Attempts to cause bodily harm to any person because of the actual or perceived race, color, religion, or national origin of any person shall be imprisoned not more than 10 years, fined in accordance with the title, or both, the statute says. Well, to me, 10 years is not enough, but we got to understand who's setting these laws. The factual basis of the plea, which Lashley agreed was a true account of his action, said the defendant asked his brother whether he saw that big black N word at a cash register at the Family Dollar store, and this was in Citrus Spring, Florida. Well, if this man was at the cash register paying for whatever goods or food he was buying from there, how was that a direct attack on you? So that's an admission you provoked the entire thing. That man seems to be minding his own business at the cash register. So this was provoked by these two brothers. Here you go. Their defendant, Roy Lashley, was asking the clerk if she saw DB push him as he walked through the door. The clerk said no, yeah, because he's fabricating. And see, y'all, this is why so many people in the community are behind bars. It's lying from the citizens, from the prosecutors, from the cops, from the judges. it's lying on a huge scale. So he made up something, and the clerk obviously didn't corroborate seeing anybody get pushed in that store, prompting the defendant, Roy Lashley, to say that DB pushed him and that N word needs to be taught a lesson. I tell you what, we don't need any lesson from y'all, but if that lesson needs to be taught, it certainly don't need to come from any of you. You got a horrendous history. You don't need to be teaching anybody. In fact, if it was up to me, you would be banned from teaching. I don't think you should be allowed to teach anywhere on the planet. So surveillance videos does not show DB pushed or otherwise. No, he made it up just to justify attacking a black man. That's all he did. I mean, you can see it as clear as crystal. So anyway, so nothing showed up on the surveillance of Roy Lashley being attacked by anybody. So the clerk and store manager admonished the co-defendants, Robert and Roy Lashley, for using racial slurs inside the store. The factual basis of the plea agreement said. See, when you openly admit that you did a crime and you brought harm to somebody, there should be no plea agreement. There should be none. So Roy Lashley admitted that he and his brother followed the victim and attacked him, the former with an axe handle and the latter with his fist. Defendant Roy Lashley retrieved the axe handle from the bed of his truck and ran to the scene and struck DB multiple times with it. In response, DB raised his arms to block the blows or punch back in self defense. The co defendant, Robert and Roy Lashley, each directed racial slurs towards DB before, during, and after the attack. The factual basis continue. Once Roy Lashley was under arrest, he admittedly told the deputies, if we don't do anything about them, they will take over the world. Yeah, that is going to happen. Biblical prophecy says it's going to happen. You can't stop that. None of you can. Change is going to come whether you like it or not. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the story. The DOJ said he continued to use racial slurs on the scene and even told deputies they were only arresting him because he was white. Okay, so they didn't arrest you because you attacked a black man that was minding his own business and not bothering you. It had nothing to do with that, huh? So, sentencing is set for January 19th, 2023. Robert Lashley pled guilty on October 4th to his role in the hate crime, which left the victim with an injured face and legs, as well as lacerations inside his mouth. The defendant, in this case, deliberately and brutally attacked the victim because of his race. Middle District Court, and this is the U.S. Attorney Robert Hamburg, said in a statement. So there is no place, and oh, I hate when y'all say this because it means nothing when you have a whole history of doing this. Saying this repeatedly means absolutely nothing, but you just keep doing it like it means something. So there's no place in our country for this type of apparent behavior, and we will prosecute those who commit these heinous crimes to the fullest extent of the law. Well, y'all, the maximum they can get is 10 years. And if there's a plea deal going on, you can best believe they probably won't even get those 10 years, according to what it says in this story. But these are two scumbags that had nothing else better to do but go out hunting. Yes, I'm using the word hunting for a black man to attack. and then justified it by claiming if they don't stop us, we'll take over the world. Well, what are the reasons why you can't hang on to this world that you have poorly ran? I mean, this world is in horrible shape. You should be glad anybody takes it over at this point. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.